Jeff.
And I'm John.
And we are the
J&J
J&J Show.
Show.
I'm just thrilled for this announcement. This is going to be epic. Kurt and Jonathan, the last one was unbelievable.
It was good.
This one is going to be epic. I'm saying it right now. We're going to announce the launch of the fall Tools for Schools. And of course, the first one's hopping on is our great sponsors, Milton, Simply Better Air, and Always Innovating. And of course, we got Z-Line by Milton. We've got the LTI tools. We've got ProMax, and they're working on sticking this one yet. But we've gone across the board them to register starting October the 16th.
So I believe we're kicking the show off on October the 16th for the nomination process. I believe we're going to run, about 1 week?
It's 1 week.
1 week. Then the following week, we'll open up and do the voting process. And we've got something extra special for the announcement we're going through right now. So we're targeting November 1st at the SEMA show to do it live from the booth.
Live from the booth, November 1st, Wednesday at 4 p.m. at the SEMA booth. And we're upstairs in the South Hall. If you go to the upper hall, you're going to see, and we're going to see this banner with the Milton booth, and there's going to be a crowd over there. I guarantee that.
We're going to have a crowd, I promise you.
And
people are going to know we're there.
We're going to be so excited. So basically, starting October 16th through the 22nd, the schools get to nominate, or the schools get to get the community, or they get to get the teacher, the instructor, but they have to have at least one nomination to be in the contest. And then starting October 23rd, which is a Monday, they get to vote from the 23rd until, and did we decide that the 29th was the cutoff date for the voting?
Yeah, we're closing it that Sunday.
That's Sunday. And we'll be in travels and arranging all the booth and stuff. Everybody's going to be at SEMA on that Monday. And then Tuesday morning, Milton Industries actually won an award, and they'll be over at Apex accepting that award. And so we're going to do the announcement Wednesday that evening at 4 o'clock. The show closes at 5. So folks will still be able to come in and come to the booth and hang around and see what's going on and share. And hopefully our other ones that are donating equipment in these contests will be able to.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. We won the P10 Innovative Award for customer choice and for the media pick. It was also the same product that won Snap-on's Innovation Award this year.
Oh,
so,
my gosh.
And awesome. Between LTI and ProMax, we had 3 of the final tools in the top 20 motor finalists. So we've had a very nice year with some of our new innovative products.
And it's so exciting to see there. And those tools will be there at SEMA booth, right?
The new product,
product showcases.
Yeah. Jonathan or Kurt, do y'all want to go through and list some of the prizes that Milton is doing? Because, again, you guys went overwhelming on the prize packages, and it's not just one prize for the grand prize. There's like
total
6 I'm trying to think of
7 prize packages. So we'll do this one in tandem because the Z-Line product I know very well because I bet her because that's my department. So in the 5th prize package, we're going to offer the ZE21DC 21-gallon oil drain from Z-Line by Milton. I know we're also going to be offering the Milton Industries 507 kit. It's a tire inflator gauge.
And
I've got one of them.
The LT 1560 is a torque socket kit.
And then the total from our package, it's going to be a total retail value of $665. So for the 4th place package, we're going to offer the ZE21 EV, so the 21-gallon fluid evacuator from Z-Line by Milton. We also have the 158 AB24, which is the Aeroblade radiator cleaning one from Milton. We have the LT 1550. That's another one of our socket kits, correct, Kurt?
Yeah, it's a larger torque socket.
Yep, larger torque socket. And then Steck's going to contribute one of our newest acquisitions, the STC 32900.
32900 is one of the lockout kits.
Okay, so one of our lockout kits will be included in that kit.
So it's one of the airbag kits, so you can open up the door if someone loses their keys or that, which, in these school shops, it probably happens once or twice.
Teachers do it all the time. I got a school right now. They're always hollering at me, John, come unlock the door.
Total value for that package about $828.90, so we'll just call it $829. And then third prize, we're starting to get a little bit more serious now. So from the Z-Line by Milton brand, we're going to offer our ZE21 EVB. So that's the 21-gallon fluid evacuator with the transparent chamber for measuring.
Oh,
Yeah. We have the 171-NF01 from Milton Industries, which is our power one. It's the 2-in-1 hydro and air cleaning one. We have Lock Technologies with the different kit, the LT1500.
So that's a 10-piece lock.
Okay, so 10-piece kit. And then this is going to be one of our first ProMax prize packages, the PMX PDT 250 STB.
That's
That's a mouthful.
Fuel injector puller.
About $1,141. So now we're getting serious.
Yep.
All right, so second prize, we're going to have the ZE21CM. So that's the combination oil drain fluid evacuator from Z-Line by Milton. We have the ProMax fuel injector kit, again, the PMX PDT 250 STB. We've added a little bit more. The ProMax PMX PDT 266 ACC.
That's one of the drill bits. These aren't your standard Cobalt bits. These are actually hardened drill bits like a machine shop uses, and they use with most of the ProMax items. Complete set.
We have another Lock Technologies kit as well. So the LTI by Milton is going to contribute the LT1510.
Yep, that's another torque set.
Another torque set. And then stuck again with the lockout kit, the STC 32900 to be in that prize package. So total value on that package will be $1,546.
You got the sockets,
The
the 1300.
Oh yeah, and also, sorry, I forgot one. We have the 1300-SS-08 sockets.
That's a half-inch impact set, 65-piece set.
And the grand prize. Now we're getting serious, everybody, because if you're not first, you're last, right? All right, so for the Z-Line by Milton brand, we're going to contribute our combination oil drain fluid evacuator with the measuring chamber that Jeff himself shows off quite a bit on video, the ZE21CMB. Milton, we're going to have the 555E tire inflator. Lock Technologies, we have the LT996D.
John, you know what that one is? That's our diesel NOx sensor and O2.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Yes, I
P10
use it
award winner.
quite often. Yeah, I love that tool.
That was the P10 award winner.
And then ProMax is going to contribute the PMX PWT 220 Pro.
That's the 3-plate kit for your exhaust manifold bolt extraction. It comes with your taps, your drill bits, and the 3 alignment plates.
The whole kit. That's awesome.
That's the whole kit.
Yep.
Is that for the diesel or the gas engine?
Yes, it just depends on the
Which
vehicle
one
on there.
Yeah.
The main that'll fit anything that's asymmetrical.
And last but not least in that package from the Stuck by Milton, we have the STC 32955 BLX.
So this is the deluxe kit for that. It comes with any of your door wedges, your door protectors, 2 different length rods for the Big Easy to be able to reach across the car, unlock it. The biggest thing with all these cars anymore, you can't just use a Slim Jim.
Total value, though,
There you go. That's all.
$2,308.
One more time.
$2,308 for the total package.
Close to $7,000 just on the package from Milton. So grand prize adds also one of what Kim has. And Kim's is actually adding one, hers are almost a duplicate into each and every one of those. So now we're taking this number and we're almost doubling it.
Sweet. How
And-
awesome, Kim.
So right here we have Kim Caudle, the CEO of Associated Equipment. And the biggest way that you know about Associated Equipment is you can see she's wearing the blue shirt because it's give me the blue box. They've got all of the charging equipment, and now with the new technology that a lot of the schools and a lot of the shops and folks don't really realize has changed when we've gone to AGM and when we've gone to programming, when we've gone to doing diagnostics with our scan tools on the vehicle. There's tools that we need to maintain those batteries at a proper charge. And Kim Caudle, go ahead and start explaining. And look at that. I like
Look at that. Partners together.
Yes. So this is courtesy of our friend David Jones, who helped out. So what we did was we kind of, because this was going to the schools and this is our first time doing this, we kind of picked a range of sort of your maintainer trickle charger, a handheld battery tester, a small maintainer and a jump pack, and then a large roll around jump start, which is kind of, or roll around charger, which is what we're the most known for. So the first item that we have is 121015. It's a digital handheld tester. It's basically, it'll test AGM gel enhanced. It's all very visual, and then they also can have a printout. So a lot of times in shops, they want a printout so that the customer can see what the battery is testing once you enter the CCA, so that they know that it actually is reading the way it is. And the way these testers work is you can customize them so that the shop or the school can put in their name on the label. So we thought this was a nice kind of a shop tool to share with the schools. So these list out at $597 each, and we're donating 5 for a total of $29.85. And adding to the packages as you guys see fit. So it comes in a really nice carrying case. A lot of times with tools, if you don't have a place to put them, they end up getting dropped or lost. So it comes in a case that's molded for the student or the school to use. The next one is a maintainer. It's the model 9002A. This is what we would call a trickle charger. People call them a maintainer. In our world, a maintainer is what you really use more for vehicle diagnostics, where you're actually trying to hold a voltage and amperage at a certain level. This is really just a trickle charger. A lot of times they'll use them on fire trucks or something where if they're engine off, they're plugged in and they just are keeping their battery going. It's a nice small float charger for smaller vehicles or things like that in the shop. These list out at $70 each, and we are donating 10 of those. So that's about $700 in equipment. And they can be wall mounted, and they also could be just mounted to the vehicle. They're going to be used for motorcycles and things like that as well. The next thing, you had really talked to me a little bit about the fact that, you know, jump packs, we make a lot of booster cables and things like that as well, and tow cables for plugins. But booster packs is something else that we also sell in our line. We make a booster pack as well here in the States, but this is one of our imported models. We sell a lot of these to service providers, your Firestones, your Jiffy Lubes, those types of shops. And in a school, obviously, a jump start is great when you need to move a vehicle from the lot or change locations. If the vehicle won't start, you can just put it on the jump start. It should start the vehicle and you can move it into the bay or wherever you're trying to move it. The biggest issue we ever see with things like jump starts is even though I know technicians are totally well trained and professional, sometimes people forget to recharge things. So usually when we see issues with jump boxes, it's because after people use them, they forget to charge them. So we try and we provide chargers with them, make sure that everybody is hopefully just putting them right back on that trickle charger, which is really what's keeping that battery alive.
That's what we do. But isn't that right there is so handy? I know many shops that would want one of those.
What I see that's handy is the light that's on that rascal.
Yeah. And then you've got some plugins So if you want to, you know, you need to charge something else, it also
Well,
has that on there.
The plugins are, you have the adapter cable that comes with that, so we can keep the memory alive in the car.
Yes, and we sell that separately, or we can sell it with that. We could certainly add that to the package if that's something that you guys would like. This also has a USB port, and for because a lot of technicians, you gotta find some place to charge your phone.
Amen.
That you're only using for diagnostics during work time. But it is a very handy thing. It is for us. We list that product out at $319. So that is a total of $1,598. So the last item we have is our 6012 AGM charger. It is one of our big wheel chargers.
I love that charger. I own 3 of them. I've got a brand new one on the shelf. So when one of the other ones quit, I can take that one out of service, put the brand new one in service, order parts, and fix that baby.
That's right.
Or get a new one. Yeah.
And this charger lists out at $870. So the total for these 5 chargers we're donating is $4,351. So our total package that we could add to the very generous package that the guys over at Milton put together is about $9,634. And that's kind of our opening foray into joining up with Tools for Schools. And with the J&J show, I met these gentlemen in April at the ETI show. And, the shop owners and folks like John and Jeff are really the people that drive our business.
We're so excited to be bringing you in and thanking you for helping support not only the Tools for Schools, but what we're trying to do here, sharing tools, technology, and training. And so now all of a sudden, those packages that were already at huge amounts with Milton Industries,
I bonused up
from Kurt and Jonathan, all of a sudden it's like we've almost doubled that. Now, didn't I tell you this was going to be epic?
This is. I really like it.
But
this
awesome. We're not stopping there.
People, get your schools involved. Tell your schools about it. Let them know.
We're not stopping there, John.
What?
We're not stopping there.
I thought, that was
Kurt. No, we're not stopping there.
Keep going.
We've got more. And from Red Line Detection, Alex, Red Line Detection. Y'all know Alex.
Yes.
So they've donated a Total Tech smoke machine.
Oh, sweet. How awesome.
The Total Tech is the red one. Looks like the coffee can shape.
I got one of them. Love it.
Most all the shops have. That one is basically, they describe it as bulletproof because you can knock it off. The technicians can drop it and pick it back up, plug it back in, and that thing keeps going and going and going.
It works real well under a hood a couple of days later still.
But it's the one, if you have multiple techs in your shop, that you really want to have in case they're just rough on equipment. And that's the way to describe it. It's about a $1,500 tool. And you use it in, of course, that one has the low pressure. So you use it in your intakes, you use it in your emission systems. You can actually plug that thing in and run it up into the exhaust systems.
Yes, you could.
So
it'll pump enough smoke.
You can actually put that one. It doesn't quite have enough pressure on the low side, but you can actually check a cooling system and stuff with that. Because if it's got a big leak, smoke's going to come out somewhere.
If it leaks, it smokes.
And so the interesting deal on that was I was mentioning to some of the schools, hey, here's some of the prizes, or what would you like? And they were going, a smoke machine? And it was like, hey.
We got top people in that industry, that's for sure.
That one is going into the grand prize. Right now, we have one of those donated. It's about a $1,500 tool. And that's top technology that all the shops need for doing diagnostics, and to have one of those in a school where they can teach them with
how to use top equipment before they go out in the field and get into our shops. I'm so excited for that.
And to be able to check emission systems and teaching them how to do that. That's a very valuable tool to have. But we're not stopping there. We are not stopping there. There's more. Top Dawn is doing diagnostic tool, and they actually have a little diagnostic dongle. Does is it plugs in, and then you download the software either onto your phone or a tablet. And so now you're not carrying around a $5,000 diagnostic tool. You're carrying around,
$29.95 tool.
no, these are more than that. But you're not going to drop your phone. You're going to lose it and you're going to misplace it. But you can have it on there
Thanks,
or have
Mary
it on
Ann.
a tablet. And this tool will actually go in, and besides just doing a scan, and everybody says, oh, you're going to pull codes. No, this thing will go in and
Give you
scan
some live data.
scan the whole vehicle so that you're pulling from all the computers. How many computers we got on vehicles now?
Two.
Two
Yeah. Just
Plus-
too many.
plus 27 or 28.
Just too many.
We were talking the other day with somebody, and they said that some of the vehicles have 36. You rented a Cadillac Escalade out
I
there.
couldn't count the computers on that car.
It took him 10
Brandon Strickler told me if it's little bitty and it sends and transmits data, they call that a computer.
That's what I've been saying. It's that it has that many
Not
on it.
module,
And
a
so
computer.
they're donating 5 of those. So 5 of those, and those that's an amazing deal on the top scan, because you can get them for like 150, 199, and then the yearly subscription is like 149 or 199 or $99, depending on
What
if
a
you get
deal. Depending
the-
on what you want to do.
the Pro, the Light, or whichever one. But this will also go in and do bi-directional with this.
That's
It'll
cool.
reset your different, like if you want to, you're changing the oil and you got to reset the oil change light. How many times we try to figure that out? It's kind of like you trying to figure out how to put that Cadillac in reverse.
Put it in drive,
Yeah.
reverse. Either just get it into a gear. That's what I was having a problem with.
And then you
You
had
know, special knob, special button, and they don't tell you about the special button until you read the dash.
so it'll do all of that. It'll go in, and when we do a brake job, we have to reset the electronic parking brakes. This tool will do that.
That's awesome.
It will, when we're talking about batteries, we go into batteries. A lot of the cars now, we have to tell them, hey, we replace the battery. So the charging system and we'll look at it and say, hey, they're replacing that. I need to readjust. It will do that. It will do just
What do they call that? That's a special term for that.
resetting the battery.
Oh, reset. Okay.
So it'll do all of that. And so now here
Brad,
we go.
don't put your head down. It's okay.
we have 5 of those packages that they're donating. So we're going to add 1 of each of those. So now
This is going to be huge.
epic. So we got 9.
So if you know a school, all you got to do is
nominated.
what do you say? Nominate that
Yeah.
school. If you and get a hold of the instructor at that school and let him know, hey, I nominated you, and get the whole school involved so you can get these stuff.
And the reason that we're doing it a week in advance on the nominations is so that the school can say, hey, we're getting in this contest, and they can go around the community. They can go around the school. They can go around the county and say, guys, we're going to be in this contest. We need everybody jumping on board, voting.
You need to get the sheriff department involved, the fire department involved, get
local
everybody
newspaper.
involved.
So, Jonathan, tell us a little bit about some of that we saw last year on the involvement. And
Well, the 2 schools in
There
Lincoln
was-
kept bouncing back and forth.
there was a little bit of stuff on how some of them found out a way to vote. And we talked about that a little. And do you want to talk about that just a little bit more? That
The back end of technology tricks. I may or may not know how to do that on some past polls.
but we were like, okay, do we look at that? Do we try to edge that out? And you had said something to me that it was like, if they're trying to win and they're to win this toll package, it's kind of like a win-win.
Right. It's a win-win for everybody because, like you and I talked about that, if they find a loophole in the system, use it to your advantage.
Right, man?
If you're clever enough to do it, more power to you, right?
Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to hear you say. We got Kurt right behind you, but we had talked about this and we had some schools reach out and say, hey, we think there's a different way around this. And it was like, okay, do we figure out how to stop it? And it's like, there's always going to be a way around. And basically what we're doing is we're wanting to bring attention to the school in the community any way that they can get it, any ways that they can let the different shops know that hey, they have a real program there. Any ways that they can let the community know, oh my gosh, hey, we're into the trades here. We have a trades at our school, because a lot of schools don't have them. A lot of schools have gotten out, and then a lot of schools don't have the budget. And Joel just popped his picture on there.
Beautiful Joe.
We could go back and ask Joel, hey, when he won way back at the beginning when we started doing this, his school didn't have hardly any budget. So, Jonathan, as far as you're concerned, on the voting,
The numbers are the numbers.
The numbers are the numbers.
and we